What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building with some more mid-year awards, and this one is always everyone's favorite, the top 5 robberies of mid 2022, man. And I felt like we haven't had a lot of robberies. A lot of these fights on this top 5 aren't like legitimate robberies. There aren't a lot of legitimate robberies. I don't think people know what a legitimate robbery is. More or less, it has to be like so blatant that it's a robbery. A close fight isn't a robbery. Even if it's a clear close fight, it's still not a robbery. Like in boxing, you'll see a lot of robberies. Those are real robberies. You'll like insane. Like sometimes they'll give it a draw, and I'll consider that still a robbery. But it's better than giving someone a win and a loss. It's more or less like we're lightweight robbing you basically. But in MMA, I just think there's some bad judging moments, but there's one fight I feel like at number 1 that I honestly feel like was a robbery, and some people might get mad about that. There's some fights I didn't even add. I'm gonna let you guys know my top 5. I do not have Gamrot versus Armin. I know a lot of people are gonna cry about that. Go cry a fucking river. Also, go do a backflip and land on your head. It was a close fight. It wasn't a robbery. Tell your boy Armin to be better. That's it. Step it up. But besides that, let's get to it. At number 5, I put Jamie Mullarkey versus Michael Johnson. So when I originally watched this, actually, I kind of thought it was a draw. You know, I gave that first round a 10-10 because they both hurt each other. But when I just rewatched it recently, I kind of was like, damn, Michael actually won this. Because I feel like Michael's knockdown was more devastating. And he was doing a lot more in the beginning of that round. And then Jamie landed some great stuff at the end of that first round, but it wasn't enough to me to steal that round. Then Jamie, I ain't gonna lie, he went nuts in that second round. He did really good. In that third round, Michael started piecing him up. It was a great fight, though. That's the thing. It's a great fight. Michael Johnson's a good fighter. He's a good striker, at least. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, it is what it is at the end of the day. But, you know, Jamie, I didn't think Jamie won that. It was close, though. It was a really close fight, so it's hard to call it a robbery, but I thought it was a clear win for Michael Johnson. So, yeah, that's at number 5. At number 4, I had to go with Robert Whittaker versus Adesanya. Another fight I don't really consider a robbery, but a lot of people do. And it's a close fight. I thought Robert won. I think I gave Robert rounds... Was it rounds 2, 4, and 5? I think that was the rounds I gave it to him. I haven't seen the fight in a minute. But yeah, I thought he won. I thought the wrestling and all the exchanges were good enough for him to win the decision. But it was a close fight. At the same time, Robert wasn't active. He was backing up a lot. And Izzy was applying pressure. And that looks good to the judges, you know. And I guess he was more impactful with his shots. He had more damage in total for the fight. So I kind of get it. But I did think Rob won that fight. It was close, though. And it's hard to say, like, okay, like, here's my thing. Like, after the decision, or not after the decision, after the fight's over and they're announcing who won, it's hard to say that you don't feel like Izzy's going to get the nod. No matter what, it's because he's long and lanky, and, you know, there's this weird bias with long and lanky fighters that people have, that they just assume that they're, like, lighting you up in distance and they're hitting you and they're so defensive. And it's almost like them, like, evading punches gives them, like, points. With Izzy, like, his defense is so good. Oh, my God, he's so slick. He's the style bender. People just overreact to stuff he does because he's tall, long, and lengthy. So, you know, there's this weird bias, like, with him, and obviously he's the champion. So I kind of knew in my heart that he was going to get the win. It was even the same thing with the Romero fight. I thought Romero won, but I was like, fuck, they're probably going to give it to Izzy. And I just thought it was unfair what happened, but hey, it is what it is. Izzy got the W there. It was a close fight. I wasn't too mad about it, but yeah, I thought Rob won. And at number 3, I had to add this because so many people won't stop fucking talking about it. Calvin Kattar versus Josh Emmett. This fight, again, close fight. I didn't think it was a robbery. The things that I've seen about Josh Emmett are nuts. Like, I really feel bad for the guy. Like, I'm a Calvin Kattar fan. I'm probably a bigger fan of Calvin Kattar than most of the people that are trying to say Kattar got robbed. It's fucking crazy to me. All you motherfuckers were hating on him or calling him a bum after the Max fight, but want to hop on his dick because he taught Giga how to strike. Like, it's fucking crazy. But But my thing about the whole entire situation was that I gave Cater rounds 2, 4, and 5. You could give him the first round. It was pretty close, but I ended up giving Josh the first round. I gave Josh the first round and I think the third round. And those were the rounds I gave him. The judges fucked up, but it was a close fight. You know, it was. There's no denying that. And to fucking attack Emmett because the judges thought he won, it's not his fucking fault. He didn't pay them. It had nothing to do with that. I think it's very childish, and he doesn't deserve half the criticism he's getting. He's a decent contender that does deserve a title shot. Like I don't know why they're trying to steal a title shot from the kid. You know, well, he's not a kid. He's older than me, but like, it's just a lot of mistreatment going on, you know? But hey, there's nothing you could do about it at the end of the day. I thought Cater won, but I'm not going to fucking disrespect Emmett, you know? Like, it's not Emmett's fault. But hey, it is what it is. And at number 2, I had to go with Santiago Ponzo versus Michelle Pierra. I thought Santiago won this. Close fight, but I thought Santiago won it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know some people are going to get mad, but Santiago should have got his hand raised that day. He outworked Michelle Pierra. He exposed Michelle Pierra. And he won the last 2 rounds. It's obvious, right? That's how I look at it. But it is what it is. They gave it to Michelle Pierra because he does backflips and front flips, and they think that's cool. So I can't fucking do anything about that. But hey, it is what it is. I thought Ponzo outworked him, out-jabbed him. He got a takedown at the end of that second round too. I thought the work he put up was good enough for a W. It felt clear. It felt like a clear 2-1 decision for him. And I feel bad. Like the Jeff Neal fight, that one, I thought Neal won that one more convincingly. This is like, come on, man. Stop it. Like, it's close, but nah. Ponzo should have got his hand raised that day. And it's fucking unfair what happened with him because now it's like he gets kicked out of the rankings, and that's just unfair. But hey, it is what it is. But at number 1, one fight I truly felt like it was a robbery. I felt like the Punk champion should have got dethroned. Was Valentina Shevchenko versus Taila Santos. Now, I'm not a big fan, or I shouldn't say that. I'm not the most excited about female MMA, but when it comes to Valentina Shevchenko, she is the most overrated champion in the sport. Like, in the sport, because Izzy, he gets hate. She gets no hate. She gets a pass for some odd reason because they think she's a spy or something, or they want to do something with her, which is nasty because, like, come on, man, have some standards, right? But, and I'm sorry, obviously we want it to be PG eBay, but I gotta let this off my chest right now. This girl got out grappled, got out striked for the first 3 rounds, and you cannot debate that. She got outworked, and she got beat. She got taught how to wrestle. She got taught something about jiu-jitsu, and she got taught respect. She won the last 2 rounds, and that's it. And that's because of a headbutt. And she should have lost a point because of that, in my opinion, but it is what it is. They didn't take it. She should have lost that fight. Taila should have won, and it was bullshit what happened. That, to me, was a robbery. Valentina Shevchenko is a fraud. You can't run from Taila Santos. You thought you could get the Miesha Tate fight, huh? My girl, I was gonna call him my guy. My girl, Crackhead Murphy, stopped that. She stopped all that. So you don't have to fight Taila Santos eventually. You're gonna lose it. Then there's a French girl named Farah, or whatever her name is. She come for your head too. Your time is ticking. Tick tock. That's your life running out. Bye-bye, Valentina. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had to diss Valentina for a second. She's, I try to keep it PG, and I try to stop hating on certain fighters. But there is that select evil top few, like the Israel Adesanyas, the Valentina Shevchenkos, like the real dictators of the sport that need to be dethroned, that you got to take care of. So it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go follow me on my Twitter. Go follow me on my Instagram. Like, comment, and share the video. Your boy eBay is out here. Love you and goodbye.